What's going on, you guys? Gaming Addict here. So Kid Smooth on the weapon wheel made an allegation in a bet with Black Bond. What the bet was is he feels like the Xbox brand as a whole, the Xbox One, the Xbox One X, and the Xbox One S can outsell its competition, the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, and the PS4 Pro in November and December. Now, December is a wild card. I feel like when it comes to December, it's still a new product, so there's a chance they can still win that. But people are going out of their way and obviously saying there's no way that the Xbox brand can outsell its competition in November. And I feel like that's kind of silly. Like, why would you say an allegation? Why would you say a statement like that? It's okay to say that, different phrases like, its chances are low. I can respect that. But I feel like saying there's no way it can is just making people look ignorant. And, I know a lot of people are probably going to, not like that statement that I said. And I'm not saying that you're ignorant if you think that, the chances of it, if the chances of the Xbox outselling its competition are low, I'm saying you're ignorant if there's no way it can happen. I feel like everyone, it's just like, Kid Smooth said on the weapon wheel, when the Xbox was being outsold by PlayStation all of last year, when the S came out, it beat them like the next 4 months, 3 or 4 months. So I feel like it's silly to say that there's no way. And then people keep saying stuff about, oh, well, they need games. Shadow of War is a very hyped game. Now, I will say that PS4's got the good exclusives locked down. They got Destiny, they got Call of Duty, they got Battlefront, and that's really gonna hurt them. And they even got Far Cry 5. So, that's definitely gonna be something that Xbox has to fight for. But, they got Shadow of War. They have the X itself, which is, it's a hyped product. People, and if you think that there is not let's look at the hardcore base in general. There's a lot of hardcore Xbox guys out there, you guys. And if the majority of them went out there, even not the majority, the original Xbox One sold like, I think it was like a 1.2 or 1.5, anywhere between that in the first month it was out. So even if those are the die-hard people, those are the people that are going to buy the product regardless how you feel about it, regardless what it's doing, you can expect a lot of those people to pick up the X because they're about that Xbox life. They're about that hardcore foundation, and this product is to the hardcore foundation. So you got to keep that in mind. Okay, another thing you got to keep in mind is still multiplats or multiplats. You got to keep in mind marketing. Microsoft could be giving, the Xbox One S, not the X, but the S, for like $250, $200 with a free game. That's really, really good to see. Mom and pop walk into the store, they look at the S, and it's like $200 free game. And their competition's like $250. So, when I'm saying stuff like that is, it's a wild card. We don't know what really is going to happen. For all we know, the Switch could have a completely huge supply miss, and, they won't be able to keep up with the demand, and then they lose automatically. The PS4, they don't really have any exclusives coming out during the holiday, so there's nothing to really push on that, but they got solid marketing deals, which is going to help them a lot. Now, do I think that they'll beat them in November? I think there's a solid chance they beat them in November. Even if only 400,000 people pick up the X, that's just the X. Imagine how many people is going to pick up an X. It's, and not to mention if they do, some Assassin's Creed bundle, not Assassin's Creed per se, but how they did the Unity bundle where you got Unity and Black Flag in one bundle, that went off the shelves. They can do something similar to that where they give, I don't know, 2 Far Cry games or any, third-party relationship they have at the moment. And, regardless what kind of shit-talking Crackdown's getting, it's still a hype game for the hardcore following. And, there's a lot of hardcore that people don't necessarily like the way it looks, but there's a lot that do. There's a lot of Crackdown fans that's going to pick that game up regardless. So, you know, I feel like people are sleeping on this. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft, to combat the third-party deals, they drop, you know, the S on, you know, let's say Call of Duty. They drop it on the Call of Duty date, and they can't legally, you know, bundle it with Call of Duty. They can't legally market it with Call of Duty. But I think Call of Duty comes out the 6th of November. So, you know, at the end of October, they say from the 4th to the 7th, or that weekend, or, you know, that week, we're going to give away, we'll give away one free game with every Xbox. That will market that will market Call of Duty by itself. So all I'm asking is you guys keep an open minded. And, you know I was a little harsh at the beginning of the video where I said that you're ignorant if you think there's no way. And to a point, I really want to stand by that. It's foolish to think that there's no way Microsoft could win November. You know, it's okay if you say, you know, they have a slim chance, you know, you don't see the chances going. But to say they have a 0% chance of them winning is just stupid. And I'm going to end the video off with one statement. You know, for people who say Xbox ain't going to outsell them in November because of games, the Wii outsold everything in its generation, and it literally had no games. But that's all, you guys. Definitely, you know, follow me on Twitter. Everything's in the description. Definitely catch Iron Lord's podcast Sunday at 1 p.m. Catch the Planet Xbox podcast tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. This is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here.